Wes, what did you like and what didn't you like about the game?
Wasn't our prettiest effort. It's tough. Some nights, second night of a back-to-back. But those type of games, you just have to find a way to gut it out. It's the result's the most important piece. There were some mistakes. There were a flurry of turnovers. Some of them were untimely, but we were able to get enough stops late, make enough plays on offense to just keep them at bay. But I'll take the win. I think it's a great effort. Our guys competed. They tried to play the right way. And it's tough some nights, but can't apologize for that.
Season high for threes the day after you set a season high for threes. What has led to this?
Just more of a mindset, and I think we're doing a better job of finding those paint threes, of being a little bit more disciplined with our spacing. The kick aheads in transition have been good, and our willingness to shoot it. I thought early in the year we were turning down too many, and those led to more turnovers. Some of the tough contested mid-range shots. We're trying to avoid some of that. So I think it's more of just a mindset, the pace that we're playing. All those things, I think, have combined to help, with the three-point shooting.
Wes, you said earlier in the season that you were generating three-point looks that you liked. Are you generating the same type of looks? And
just more of them.
Just more of them. Okay.
Yeah, more of them. And I think it's, even some of the ones that happen early in the clock, but those are in rhythm. More on the kick aheads. I think those are fine. But I think the more pace that we've put into our offense has helped us. It's benefited us a lot.
I know KP earlier this year said he was just kind of waiting for his shot to get in rhythm. Was that just a time thing for him, or did he work out the spacing like you said? What were you seeing there?
I think it's spacing around him a little bit at times, but I'm sure it's his own internal rhythm. It takes a few games. We saw with Corey. It took him a little bit to get his legs back under him, and I think he's getting there.
It seemed like Deni remained aggressive even through the mistakes tonight. Is that a fair assessment?
I think so, yeah. I think it's a mindset for him. I think we've seen it at times where he gets really down on himself. And we talked about just that mentality of fail quickly. If you're going to make mistakes, it's going to happen. But you can't dwell on it. And obviously, you want to make sure you don't repeat them. But I think at times other guys as well, they hold on to those mistakes, and it affects the next play. I think you just have to kind of put it aside, learn something from it, and then move on.
What did you like about the shot selection from Deni and the offensive rhythm that he was in tonight?
In general, I thought it was good. To Chase's point, his aggression, trying to play downhill. He was active on the weak side as a cutter, which I thought gave him an opportunity to get into the paint. I think that's a pretty good balance. The three, the drives, the cutting. That's a well-rounded game, and obviously we've seen him in pick and rolls, but being able to put those different levels together, I think, is going to help him.
You closed the game again with Jordan Goodwin, final 17 minutes he played. What impact has he had on this team?
Well, defensively, I think he really he's done a terrific job. His game plan discipline, his physicality at the point of attack, on the ball, in pick and rolls. The combination, I think with his size, specifically tonight, keeping size on the ball, with Adams as a roller, you're going to get in those, late situations where you have to peel off and get into his legs. He does a pretty good job of, bodying up and cracking back on those bigs. It's tough, but, with his size and his willingness to do it, it's benefited us.
You said that you were trying to still figure out things. What are those things that you're figuring out, and what felt good for you today?
Really just clearing my head and just actually just playing aggressive, just downhill, and just making plays for other guys. I don't really get too high or too low on me making shots or not, because I made shots all my career. I'm still trying to get my three ball going to where a percentage and my finishes around the rim I normally make. That's just gonna come with just more reps and just staying downhill. But like for me, when I say I'm figuring things out, it's more so of where I can pick my spots to get downhill and put pressure on the defense, and also just rebounding. And once I rebound, the fast break, and it's easier. And also playing with throw-aheads from other guys. So it's coming along for me. I'm taking it day by day. But these last 2 games, I've been playing with, a different just feel, just smiling and just remembering, like, this is the best job, in the world. Just come here and just hoop in front of, the whole DC. So I'm just taking it day by day.
And 43s attempted today.
Yeah.
What about the spacing today did you like in particular?
I think last game was our best offense performance almost in the season, just how the ball was popping. But today, I feel like we got up threes, but some of them, it was stagnant offense, and we was kind of preaching that. We hit like a stagnant point where we wasn't moving bodies. It was just one pass, one shot, and we know going forward for us to be the team we need to be, the ball needs to be popping side to side and throwing, extra passes, and that's contagious. And you see with one mores and just getting downhill and swing, keeping energy in the ball, everybody is involved. And then on defense, it turns our defense up to a different level.
And obviously, you're in a similar role where Deni's just, also a ball handler.
Mm-hmm.
I guess from your point of view as, fellow ball handler, I guess, where has he grown in these last few games?
Just attacking. I think we figuring out how to play with each other now. I think it's growing. Just guys giving guys space they need, and also just like finding sweet spots and where guys want the ball. With Deni attacking, you see a few times like, I tell guys now, like, when I get a throw ahead and I attack, just to cut to the basket. And you see, like, if I don't have a shot or somebody cutting always, and I can hit them, and vice versa. We just want to put pressure on the rim, and that's what Wes been preaching. And that's how we can generate good threes, paint threes. So we generating good ones, and it's gonna be a game where we knock down a lot.
What's going on, Monte? Question for you. One of the underrated aspects of your game is just how much you take care of the basketball, especially at this level. It's rarely seen. How are you able to just control the rock like that at such an elite clip?
Really just knowing my personnel. I try not to put myself in situations where the defense will have a better advantage than me. And I just know, like, tonight I knew with Adams in the game, they was going to play down the floor. So it was going to be hard for him to get back to KP if I just engaged, and I knew I would have my floater in between mid-range and stuff like that. I just kind of like watch a lot of film and just try to – I really just go out there and just try to make the right play at the end of the day. I mean, basketball, it's as simple as you make it. You see 2 players right here, just throw it to open guy. It seems simple and easy, but I try to play it that way, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I was taught growing up.
And then lastly, I was talking to Coach about this game felt like a 90s type back in the day game, gritty, but you came away with the defensive belt. What did that mean to you tonight?
Man, I don't know. I'm happy because, like, I mean, I be trying out there, man. I ain't the biggest. I be trying, man. There's some big dudes out there, but, like, I was just happy. I was smiling. I was just happy they considered a little fella like me to get the belt, but I got to defend it next game. They asked me if I'm going to bring it in with my outfit, but nah, that's too much pressure. I'm going to just give it to the coaches and try to redeem it next game. But salute to KP. He selected his young little point guard, and I'm happy.
Deni, 43s were attempted tonight by Washington. What did you like?
43 what?
40 3-point shots.
Okay.
Were attempted tonight. What did you like about the spacing that you had on the offensive end?
Obviously, coming into the game, they known as they bring a lot of help from the first guy when somebody drives. So I feel like those quick kickouts helped us get those amount of frees. We just stick with it. I think we shot great tonight and just kept rolling, and it was one of those nights. So we kept shooting. That's about it.
When we spoke a little bit yesterday about your rhythm and how hard you've worked just to get yourself back in that rhythm, what did you like about that today, continuing to build on that?
I just like how everything goes. I feel like mentally staying strong, keep being ready, always believing in yourself, is the most important. I'm enjoying the way, I'm enjoying the process, and my teammates got my back, so I'm happy. And as everybody know, I was 1 point away from career high today. I missed 2 free throws, and I told one of the guys that God didn't give it to me yet. It means he wanted me to stay humble. He wanted me to keep working, and I think that's why I didn't break it. But I'm happy with the win, first of all, and just continue like that, hopefully.
How would you describe your approach tonight and just the way you're able to stay aggressive the entire game?
I'm just trying to stay aggressive on both ends of the floor. First of all, my main goal is help the team defensively as much as I can, both on the glass and on the best player. And I enjoy doing that, and just start being aggressive on offense. Use my body, use how tall I am, and just creating for others sometimes too. And I'm enjoying it, and I'm just going with the flow, I guess.
How fun is it to play with a guy like 𝗙𝗪𝗟𝗏 that can do all the things that he can do?
Me and KP we have a great relationship off the court too, and he's good. He's supporting. He's a great big. Like, he can space the floor, which is very good for spacing both, and it's really hard for the defense to react to that. And I'm just enjoying playing with him. He's a smart player. Yeah.
Deni, you've eclipsed your season high now in 3 straight games. You had 12 and then 13 and then tonight. And then it also seems like the team has been pushing the ball in transition more these last 3 games as well. How much has the transition play helped you individually?
Very important. We keep an emphasis on it too. To push in transition, like if the position 1 through 4, grabbing the rebound and just pushing. I think we're doing a great job of this and creating also for others, and the ball just doesn't stick, so it's beautiful. And I think we should play like that all the time. And yeah, we just, as I said, we keep an emphasis on it, and hopefully it'll continue.